Hello, everybody. I will be focusing on the education system in Chuuk, Micronesia, measuring resilience for the education system in the islands. My name is Kiomasa Kaminanga Jr. I am from Chuuk FSM. I am part of the student services at the Caroline College and Pastoral Institute, a partnership of Chaminade University of Honolulu to provide higher education to the island of Chuuk and the whole Caroline region. Just a quick info on Chuuk's geography. It is located in the Western Pacific and has approximately 200 small islands. So some are in the lagoon, some are outside the lagoon. There are high islands with mountains, which are in the lagoon, and low islands without mountains outside of the lagoon. The layout of the education institutions are divided into three categories. So I divided them up into three categories. So schools on the main island. So this has two colleges, most of the high schools, and has a lot of elementary schools. Schools on neighboring islands, the islands within the lagoon. So these are rural schools. So one island can have one or two elementary schools. So if you live on the other side, you have to walk over just to go to school. All schools have inadequate infrastructures. The only island that's developed is the main island, which is water. It has roads, electricity, power plant, internet, and technology. All the neighboring islands, especially the outer islands, are undeveloped, especially the educational institutions. I have three indicators: local teacher conversion rate, commuting distance, and local teacher retention rate. For this presentation, I'll be focusing on commuting distances. So inter-island commuting distance and time. This is intended for local school administrators and decision makers in Chuuk. They will consider the distances and time for commuting, especially on boats and on foot. So they can provide new transportation options for those without personal vehicles or boats. They will provide or create more walkways to shorten travel distances and times. I found a website called Brizada. It calculates the nautical distance. So over here, this is my island. This is the main island. So using boat, I commute all the way to the main island, which takes about 9.66 nautical miles if I was traveling at 20 knots. The trip duration is 30 minutes or half an hour. I like this calculator. I can input the price for the gasoline. So in Chuuk, it's $6. We use 10 gallons. So 5 gallons from my island to the main island and back. That's about 10 gallons of gasoline. And that costs about $30. Teachers and students have varying commuting distances and time, depending on their location and the location of the school. They're traveling by boat or by foot is affected by the weather, the height of waves, and the number of people using the same boat. This demonstrates the resilience of the Chuuk's teachers and students. They travel through harsh conditions just to reach their schools. Um, if I understand the average distance and the duration of students and teachers commute to their respective schools, I can optimize their transportation routes and implement more efficient commuting solutions. Uh, by using a digital mapping tool, I can pinpoint the locations of schools in Chuuk, especially in the rural areas. I can calculate the average distance and time, either by foot or boat, and the data collected will be based on surveys given to the community, especially to the students and teachers. So that's how I will be using the geospatial data. The data is limited and the technology is limited too. So we will have to collect on-ground data and upload it from the main island. Uh, the language barrier in Chuuk, most of them don't speak English. They don't understand English, so they'll have interpreters to do the surveys, to administer the survey. In Chuuk, there's no street names or uh, there's no map of routes, walking routes or boat. There's none of that. So I think about proposing a map with streets and then collaborating with local authorities to name the streets, especially on the main island. On neighboring islands, a new map of walk routes so that we can get more uh, information on where people walk and calculate how long they walk to their destinations. Uh, this involves extensive data collection and processing to prepare the road network. Some strategic pathways to success. That's again technology, community involvement, and collaboration with the local authorities, the Department of Education, and the schools and teachers, and the students too. I think that's all I prepared for this presentation. Maybe something that I missed, the description of the data. So I will calculate the average distance from uh, schools to their students or teachers' homes, or calculate how long they travel by boat. I can determine the average time. Uh, After calculating the distance and time, we can establish what's it called, the average time and distance, and the data collected will need to be analyzed to ensure accuracy and reliability. Um, the data I will collect, um, there's no data for that, so I will need to create that. I think that's all I prepared. So any questions or comments, you can email me. Um, my email is on the bottom of. I was supposed to publish this site, but I didn't finish it in time, so I'll try to finish it and add more stuffs in from your feedbacks and questions. I'll edit it and I'll publish it so that everyone can see. Okay, thank you.